A very personal post on Facebook from company COO Sheryl Sandberg. A childhood friend of mine who is now a rabbi recently told me that the most powerful one-line prayer he has ever read is, "Let me not die while I am still alive." I would have never understood that prayer before losing Dave. Now I do. Sandberg's husband, Dave Goldberg, unexpectedly died on a family vacation, leaving Sandberg a single mother and grieving widow. I think when tragedy occurs, it presents a choice. You can give into the void, the emptiness that fills your heart, your lungs, constricts your ability to think or even breathe, or you can try to find meaning. I have lived 30 years in these 30 days. I am 30 years sadder. I feel like I am 30 years wiser. I have gained a more profound understanding of what it is to be a mother, both through the depth of the agony I feel when my children scream and cry, and from the connection my mother has to my pain. She's tried to fill the empty space in my bed, holding me each night until I cry myself to sleep. She has fought to hold back her own tears to make room for mine. Sandberg doesn't hold back on what not to say to someone experiencing the pain of loss. Real empathy is sometimes not insisting that it will be okay, but acknowledging that it is not. When people say to me, "You and your children will find happiness again," my heart tells me, yes, I believe that, but I know I will never feel pure joy again. Even a simple "how are you," almost always asked with the best of intentions, is better replaced with "how are you today?" Sandberg shares wisdom on life back in the office after death at home. I realized that to restore that closeness with my colleagues that has always been so important to me, I needed to let them in. And that meant being more open and vulnerable than I have ever wanted to be. Lastly, she says goodbye to her husband, marking the end of the Jewish mourning period. As heartbroken as I am, I look at my children each day and rejoice that they are alive. I appreciate every smile, every hug. I no longer take each day for granted. I was talking to one of my friends about a father-child activity that Dave is not here to do. We came up with a plan to fill in for Dave. I cried to him, "But I want Dave, I want option A." He put his arm around me and said, "Option A is not available, so let's just kick the out of option B." Dave, to honor your memory and raise your children as they deserve to be raised, I promise to do all I can to kick the out of option B. I will always mourn for option A. As Bono sang, "There is no end to grief, and there is no end to love." I love you, Dave.